Welcome back, Swanky Disc Golf. It is day 10 of Discmas. Today is special because we're doing In the Bag Friday, which we're doing every Friday throughout the month. And we're going to be giving away OTB gift cards every Friday as well. And we have an awesome giveaway that we want to get to 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And if we do that, we're going to give away this awesome watermelon Axiom bag. So be sure to subscribe, like the video so we can get to 10,000 subscribers. Tell your friends. All right, guys, so let's get into it. We're gonna start out with my putting putters. I got the EV7s. I got the Phi ones. These things are awesome, man. I don't really like beaded. Both kind of softer putters. I like the way that they kind of just stick. They're great putters. But yeah, so those are my putting putters. Now we're gonna get into some throwing putters. So first off, zone. Everybody knows and loves the zone. This one is most definitely overstable. Then next we have an NV. This is also a throwing putter. I throw this if I'm like within 100 feet maybe, and I'm trying to get a nice like maybe half run. I'm gonna be throwing the NV on that. Next we have Hex. Continue with MVP here. Man, Hex is mid-range. Love this as a mid-range. It was also in our recent video, Top Disc of 2021. But yeah, the Hex is a go-to mid-range for me. Speaking of go-to mid-ranges, we have a Buzz SS. This thing is awesome. It's actually kind of hard sometimes to choose between a Buzz SS and a Buzz, but I throw this one just on really, any mid-range shot that I'm trying to throw, maybe a little bit of a straighter shot. And with that said, have another Buzz ESP plastic. This thing is awesome also. It used to be a little bit overstable for me, but it's pretty beat in, as you can tell. Even got a little A stuff on there. But yeah, so it's now a little bit more understable for me. And then moving right along, staying in the mid-ranges here, got a Reactor. This is a glow plastic, also MVP. These things can't go wrong. Kind of the same flight for me as the Envy, but this is if I'm trying to throw it a little bit farther. So I'll throw this on any like approach shot that I want to get a little bit of an overstable mid on. And then for my last mid-range, I got MD3, definitely beat in. You know, it's an old school Innova made disc. It's not their new MD3s. But yeah, so I've had this one for a hot minute, but it's seen its days, so I might move on from it. All right, so now we're moving into fairway drivers. And to start with the fairway driver, speaking of overstable, we have a Raptor. Discraft Raptor, Paul Ulibarri. I throw this disc if I want to get something super skippy, even if it's not too far. It just like it skips so hard for me, and I gotta throw it if I'm trying to get around trees or anything like that. But yeah, Raptor. Then we have another Discraft, Page Pierce Passion. Man, these things came out this past year. Super straight flying disc. But yeah, go get yourself a Passion. I recommend this disc, and I love it. It's awesome. Next we have Essence. Man, this is actually in a geoplastic, and it's dyed. Got this off of a guy down in the state of Florida. So it kind of gives you some Florida colors there. But man, love the Essence. It's a little bit beat in though. It's definitely understable for me. Next we're starting to get into distance drivers here. We have a H3 Volume 2 from Prodigy. It's a misprint KJ USA. Definitely beat in. Got this off my man Reed. Kind of has a kind of S shape for me. And I throw that on, man, really any hole unless I'm just trying to throw like as far as I can. I probably won't throw this. But as far as just a good reliable driver, I'm going to throw one of those. Speaking of reliable drivers, I have some X3s. And this is going to be my first one, fairly newer, so it's a little bit more overstable than the one that I'm going to get to next. But I got two X3s, and this one's got some cool stamps on the bottom. It's understable, way understable for me, and then this one is pretty overstable. So it's interesting, same disc, you know, discs can beat in. But yeah, so I love the X3. Moving right along, we have the brand new Grace. Obviously, I haven't thrown it much. This thing's awesome. It's got a 6 stamp. Fly straight. You can get a nice S line out of it. But yeah, it kind of flies maybe similar to a Wraith, at least for me. I know I'm going to get a straight shot with that, maybe a little more understable. Moving right along here, got Enigma. this disc is awesome. Also a little bit beat in for me, but not too bad. Bright colors are always good, not to lose in the woods or anything like that. But man, also another go-to driver that I love. All right, we're getting there. Next we have a Hades, very understable. This is, Paul Macbeth line. This one actually is pretty unique because it came out kind of earlier with these, first runs, and it's got a little bit of Z plastic in it, and you can kind of like see through it a little bit. But man, this disc, if I'm maybe trying to throw a roller or something like that, I'll try to throw a Hades or get a big turnover shot. Next we have a Zeus, this craft is Zeus. This thing is, not to mention beautiful, but it's really overstable, of course. So if I'm trying to throw maybe a big distance shot, I might pull out the Zeus, or maybe something on a forehand, because I tend to turn over my forehands a little bit, and I know with the Zeus at least it's going to come back some. Next we have Halo Strike. This thing is also an awesome disc. But yeah, I throw this, it flies pretty straight for me. If I want to get a nice little hyzer at the end of the flight, I'll go ahead and throw the Strike. Alright, and my last disc is going to be a Wraith. Brady Vibes only, straight flying disc. If I want to get, maybe max distance or something like that for me, I'm going to be throwing a Wraith. And yeah, it's also Brady Vibes only. Alright guys, so that was my in the bag. If you want to win that OTB gift card, go ahead and comment your favorite disc from my bag on this video, and you'll be entered for that. And don't forget to like and subscribe, of course, so we keep getting that subscriber out so we get to that 10K. And also, stay swanky.